Guys, I'm Esther from Esther Made. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, hi, hello, and welcome. Today I have to use a microphone because my son is watching soccer, the World Cup. I hope that this minimizes the sound in the background. Anyways, today's video is a market prep day. I have one day to prep because my market is tomorrow. It's the downtown market I do once a month. Last month I did so good, and I know that it seems like, oh, you had a whole month and you've only done 10 little things. Yeah, I have not done a lot, and I'm really worried. I don't know where my time has gone. Actually, I do know. As you guys know, I have some of my crochet plushies at a bookstore, and they have been selling really well there. So I have had to restock several times. That is why I am so low on stock. I literally have about 12 plushies, and they're all in the range of $12 and $15. I feel like I will not be making a lot of crochet money. Really need to learn to crochet faster. And then I do have one more market, I believe, at the end of July. So that gives me like a 3-week window. Again, I repeat, I'm a slow crocheter, so I get to do 1 to 2 plushies a day. I know, I don't know. I need to be quicker. However, on my behalf and in my defense, I would like to say that this week we've been busy at church with a fundraiser, which is the 4th of July fundraiser, which are fireworks. We sell fireworks for the city and the county as a form of fundraising. So I've been there all week, so I haven't really had time to crochet. And even though I do take some of my stuff there, when customers come, we get up, I lose count, or we have people that are talking to me, and I can't be rude and be like, don't talk to me, I'm crocheting. So when I've been there, I've made a couple things. I think I made like a chicken and a Snoopy head, and that was about it. But what I did make yesterday, I worked before I went to the fireworks. I did work on a Snoopy. As I don't know if you guys know or if you guys are into soccer. I'm really not into soccer. I kind of just watch it because my son watches it. He's 12 and he wants me to sit there and watch it with him. And those days are going to come to an end soon. He's going to be a teenager soon, and he soon is not going to want to sit and watch soccer with his mom. So I'm going to take advantage of the time that he is giving me, because eventually he too will probably not want to hang out with mom anymore. But while I was sitting with him in the morning, and then this morning, I finished some Snoopies that I had been making the bodies and the heads to. So the World Cup is like a whole thing. I don't really have a favorite team, but my husband is Mexican, so he is rooting obviously for his team. So I had seen this on Instagram, but it was like a big plushie, and I thought that is so cute. It was a Snoopy with a Mexico jersey. So I thought, how cute would it be to have a small Snoopy, like for your purse or whatever, with the Mexico colored shirt, and not just leave it there, but add a sombrero. How adorable would that be? So I went on the hunt, found the sombreros, and they turned out so cute, so much cuter than I thought. The only bad thing is I had to hot glue the sombrero on. So when people purchase these, I have told them, because they're sold out. I posted them on Instagram, and every single one that I made sold out. I'm going to try to make one more for tomorrow's event. Um, I don't know if I'll make it, but if I do, I'll be super happy, because I would love to take one. These I priced at 18, which I know is super high for me. But one, making small plushies is not as easy as making a bigger plushie. And people don't understand that. Two, I had to buy the sombreros, and those things are tiny and they are not $1. So I have to include that in my pricing. Then, of course, we make it into a keychain. So, without further ado, here is the first style I made. Look at him. He is so cute. So, oop, they'll be able to hang it from their purse if they want. And then in the back, oh my gosh, look how cute is that? I really like how these turned out. Like I said, I posted them on Instagram this morning, and they all sold immediately within like 5 minutes. And the second one is this one right here. He's got like the mariachi sombrero. I really love this one. The last one I have is a black mariachi sombrero, which if I'm able to make him, that's the one I'm going to put. But that is what I was working on this morning. And then right now, I want to make, I I want to make a little frog. I've seen a couple ladies make the frog from Stichetti. I don't know. I forgot what her name is, but something like that. I purchased the pattern on Etsy. I just printed it out and I really want to give it a try before I leave because it's 1 o'clock right now and I leave at 2:30 to the fireworks. I'm actually not going to work on it. I'm going to do this. I have been procrastinating. I don't even know why. I have been totally procrastinating putting the nostrils on this little guy and putting his little talons or nails or whatever they're called. I don't know why. Why? Why have I been procrastinating it? But I'm do that. After I do that, I'm going to go shower and then I'm going to make lunch before I leave so that the kids are fed and then I will leave. So I will not work on anything else today except for those Snoopies that I worked on this morning and this little Charmander. I'm going to finish him. Then, yeah, I have to get ready to go to the fireworks, but I will be back tomorrow morning and I'm really trying to make some pouchies. I bought some new vintage bed sheets that I really want to make into pouchies. They are gorgeous. Obviously, they're vintage prints. And I also bought some pillowcases that I want to make into tote bags, but I don't think I will get to that tomorrow because that takes me a while. And I just want to work on, oh, I also need to do tomorrow cups. I don't have enough plastic cups, so I need to make more plastic cups. And I don't have a lot of glass cups either, but I don't have any more cups. I've ordered some. They were supposed to come today and they are delayed. So I don't know. I don't know when they'll get here. But yeah, guys, that's it for today, Thursday, and I will see you guys tomorrow on Friday. Bye. Hey guys, today is Friday. Today I have the market, the pop-up, the event. I have to leave in 6 hours, which I know seems like a lot of time, but it's not. Right now I'm going to be wrapping cups. I did order some glass cups as well, but those have not came in, which I'm really surprised because every time I order them, because I order like the big box, I normally get them within a week, and now it's been almost 2 weeks and they're not here yet. So I don't know, but I'm going to be wrapping plastic cups today. But I'm going to be doing, you know, just little kid stuff. Well, strawberry shortcake is not just for kids. We grown-ups like her too. But Sanrio sells really well. I am going to have some like these that are just no characters because those sell also. Summertime, somebody might like that beach vibes. Look at this one, how cute. So I'll be doing these. I think I have a Lisa Frank one already, so I might not do this one. I don't like to have a lot of multiples because I rather people be like, oh no, it's the last one, I want it. Look at this one, how cute. And I normally like to do like nurse stuff with glass cups. However, lately, these last 2-3 events that I've done, people have came looking for, people have come, I'm gonna say come. People have come asking if I have nurse ones in plastic because I guess they don't want their cups to break or it's like a hazard to have a glass cup. So I'm making a couple in plastic and I'm gonna have this one as well. So let's wrap some cups, guys. Wrapping cups is probably my favorite thing to do because it's the easiest thing to do. I'm gonna start off with this super cute one. I think I've told you guys this before, but when I first started my handmade business a year ago, it was June 21st I started my handmade business. I started, well, I mean, you guys know that I've sold journals and stuff like that before, my Crobos, but when I really got into it like I am now, I started with just cups. That's all I did, just cups. I thought they were so cute. Started with a small little lot. I did not buy a huge quantities. I did not buy the boxes I'm buying now. I remember I bought like a 12 pack of cups, and I started on Instagram, and I didn't make my first sale for a while. There are some tools you can buy to add your wraps. However, I was never interested in investing. You guys, if you know me from this channel, if you're not new here and you've been here for a while, you know that I like to use what I have unless I really want it. But so far I've used a credit card, like an old credit card, an old ID, something, and that's what I use to rub my transfer down. I love this little guy because I can get in the little... I'm not saying don't go out and buy the tools if you're thinking about it. If you want to buy it, buy it. I never did, and I remember at first I struggled a lot getting it straight, but once you get the hang of it and once you kind of learn how to do it, you don't need all the tools. But if it makes your life easier and you want them, I say go for it. I can't be the voice of reasoning, guys. And there we have a cute plastic cup, and they all come with a straw, and as a gift I give them a free straw topper of their choice. So yeah, let me finish wrapping the rest and then we'll see what we'll do next. Okay guys, I don't know if you can hear me, but there's no music today. I don't know what happened. There's no music. I just finished throwing a tantrum. I was really upset because they moved me from my location, and where I'm at, it's kind of the end of the street, so I feel like no one's gonna come here, but whatever God has for me, I'm gonna sell regardless of where I am. So with that being said, I have to stay positive, and yeah, I forgot my scrunchie, so I put my hair up in a bun with my clip, and I look nappy, but it's okay because it's so hot. I've made a few sales, so that's that. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna see if I can go around and show you. I feel like not a lot of people came this time, but maybe it's still early. Started about an hour ago, so we still have 3 hours left. We'll see how it goes from here then. But so far, so good. Even though the spot I'm at, I'm getting a headache because there's a generator and it smells like gas so much. So yeah, I'm feeling a little bummed, but better. Right, let me show you around. We're down to one cat, or kitten. And they bought the strawberry one. That one's always the first one to go. This is normally where the music is. There's no music, not even on the other side. I wonder what happened. Today is Wednesday, and I'm barely giving you the recap of how the market went because I had a crippling migraine yesterday, and then Monday I was just really busy. Normally Mondays are my busiest days, where I'm kind of like, you know how people have Sunday reset? Well, I do that kind of on Monday. So pretty much on Mondays I'm really busy. Tuesday I had a crippling migraine. Like, I didn't even go to church or choir study because my migraine was so bad, guys. Lately I've been getting migraines every Tuesday. I don't know what it is about Tuesday. I googled it, like, why do I always get a migraine on the exact same day? They said it could be something mild, like a B12 deficiency, or it could be all the way super bad to where it could be like something else that I don't even want to think about. Whatever it is, this is like my 3rd or 4th Tuesday in a row that I get a migraine. But yesterday's was really bad, like super bad, guys, where I was so nauseous, almost throwing up. I just couldn't, like, the smells, everything was really bothering me. So normally when I start to get a migraine, I kind of feel it out. I'm like, okay, is this gonna be a big one? Is this gonna be a little one? What do I do? And if I feel like it's going to be a big one, I try to control it before it escalates to the horrible, horrible pain. I'm really hot. I'm going to turn on my fan. Hopefully you can still hear me. So I try to control it 90% of the time. I can control it before it gets really bad. But yesterday was one of the 10% times that I can't. And so it was really, really bad. Recording was the last thing on my mind. And didn't go restock the bookstore, which we're gonna go do right now. It is still a little early. Market, I was so upset. As I told you in the video, they moved me from my place. I really disliked where I was put. Going since last year, and I've pretty much had the same spot, maybe 1 or 2 down, but this time I was like 5 or 6 spots down, and right next to somebody who had a generator, and the smell of the gas was making my head hurt. It wasn't a migraine type of pain, but it was, my head was hurting enough where I was like very unhappy. And I was sandwiched in the middle of 2 tents that had walls. So it looked like I had walls, but I didn't have walls, but it was almost like hidden. And the way I put my booth like an L shape like this instead of an L shape like this, because there was no, they couldn't go on either side, which then I regret, and I wish I would have done like a hallway, like side and side, and people could come in. But I know that not everybody wants to come into the booths all the way in. The reason I was so upset is because there were empty spots that people didn't even come to, and I could have taken that spot. I could have, because yeah, I was very unhappy with my spot. The email today to register for next month, and I'm really thinking, should I wait a little longer and maybe they'll move me back? Should I sign up now and get that same spot? I don't want that same spot. With that being said, there was not a lot of people. There was no music this time around, no live band. It can get a little loud when there is band, and I can barely hear the customers. However, in the spot where I was, you can't even see the band. You can't see the people dancing because I'm right in front of a, not a wholesaler, but the people that buy the bulk and the toys in bulk. So like the squishies and the, like all that stuff. So that kind of made me feel like I don't want to be in front of somebody who sells toys. Nothing against them, absolutely nothing, because she's so sweet. The lady is so nice, but it's just that it's, I don't know, if I was in charge of a market, I would try to put people a little separated from each other. But that's just me. What do I know? That's why I don't do markets, because I don't know. Anyways, I made about 200 bucks, which wasn't bad. Anyways, let me show you what we're taking to the bookstore. My shelf at the bookstore is very barren. It's like very bald. So yeah, we're gonna start off with chickens. I always take chickens. So I'm gonna take a brown one and take one of these. I've already added my tag and my little thing to let them know to tag me or follow me, which nobody ever does, but you know, gotta keep trying, gotta keep exposing myself. So I made a big chicken, and then I made a small chicken. This is the, remember the Temu yarn? I love this yarn. This is the more expensive yarn, and this is the Temu yarn. Both very good. For the keychains, I'm only taking 3 because they do have, I think, like 5 or 6, and I don't want to have more than 10. So I'm taking Perry, I'm taking a Toasty, and then I'm taking one of the overall frogs. Super cute. Then for the duckies, I am taking the who wants to be a chicken, the ducky that wants to be a bear, geese with the little green hat. For chickies, I'm only taking 2, and these are the leftover ones from the market. I didn't feel like making any more, plus I didn't feel good, remember? So I didn't make anything. I have the kiwi chicken, not chicken. Oh my gosh, the kiwi chick. We have the kiwi chick, super cute, and then we have the little hamburger chick with the lettuce, tomato, and the patty, and then the bread with the sesame. Oh, you can't really, can you see the sesame seeds? We're taking the chickies, and then I have Cookie the chicken. These are like your regular chickens, super cute. I love these. These are my favorite, but this one's also my favorite. This one though is more intricate, so it is a little more expensive. This is Cookie. Look at her, Cookie the chicken. She's got her little apron. She's, you know, more pieces, more time, more yarn. So she's a little more expensive, but she's totally worth it. Look at her little apron. Look at her, so cute. Her little tail. And then she has her little apron that ties and unties so it can come off. I have one loaf cat. That's all I have, guys. Just one. One lonely loaf cat. One is the loneliest number. And then I had seen Mom Stitchetti's frog pattern, and I have been wanting to make it so bad, and ever, guys, I made it wrong. I don't know if this is an intermediate or an advanced pattern, but when it came time to put the lip on, I put it inside out. So I put the lip inside him instead of outside, so he doesn't have a top lip. But he's still cute. Don't make fun of him because he's got no lips, guys. Don't bully him. He's supposed to have a little lip, you know, to give him that frog look. But yeah. Sorry, little dude. I was not going to start over. When I realized it, I was already like up here, and I was like, no, I'm not starting over. This is taking me too long to start over. So yeah, he still looks adorable, and probably people aren't even going to notice until I make another one and put it side to side. But by then I'm hoping that this one sells and nobody will know. It'll be our secret, our internet secret. And then I made another little foot that I'm going to take to the bookstore, because the last one I made it for my cousin as time he's going to the bookstore, and I really hope that he sells because he is so stinking cute. I do see, I don't know why that stitch is like that. I almost feel like I want to go in with the yarn. God, he looks super cute as per usual. And then the last thing I'm taking to the bookstore, which is probably my favorite, and I'll be making it in purple, blue, and pink. This one is in yellow, and I'm in love with him. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably already saw it. Follow me on Instagram at Esther Made account, not the Esther Luca, because the Esther Luca account is more like just fun and a little bit of my own personal crafting or journals that I put on Etsy, stuff like that. But for my sales and the stuff that I make for markets, that's only at Esther Made. Okay, y'all ready for this? I made a Care Bear. Oh my gosh. Now I know his mouth looks wonky, but he's supposed to be doing this like like a side smirk. I don't know, but look, he is so adorable, you guys. And look at his little badonkadonk tail. I love how he turned out. He is super adorable. The pattern for this one is from Toygurumi. I love their stuff, super cute stuff. Once I make the other ones, I will buy another pattern that they have that I've seen. So that's all I've made, you guys. All right, guys, let me put these in the cart. Let me get the kids ready, and then let's go to the bookstore. Alright guys, so that's all for this video. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I hope that you guys liked this video, and if you haven't yet, subscribe and join our tiny family. Hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any videos. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.